Good to see you, Nigel. Obviously, Everton away, round to the League Cup. How are you feeling about all of that?
Looking forward to it. I think as soon as the draw was made, well, first of all, as soon as we beat Chesterfield, everybody was excited. And then on the back of that, getting the draw 24 hours later, I think there was four of us left in. It was Grimsby, Man U and Everton.
Yeah. I was going to say, how happy are you to have not got Grimsby?
Exactly. Well, no disrespect to them, but I think all the pessimists in the camp were thinking Grimsby away here. But being away to one of the big boys is far better. You play them at home, we can only get 9,000-10,000 in. All of a sudden, we're going to be playing in front of 50,000, new stadium. It'll be, I think, a wonderful experience for the players.
Yeah, it's a real plum tie, isn't it? The fact it's a new stadium, big Premier League team away from home.
Yeah. That really makes it the stadium, because we're the first team in history to play a competitive cup game there, and nobody's been to the ground, and we don't know if we'll ever have the opportunity to go again. Certainly in a competitive way, so it's a brilliant tie.
How often in your career do you get to tick off a new ground?
Yeah, not very often. Not very often these days. No, I haven't been to a few of the newer ones at the highest level, so it would be nice to see this one. Everybody says what you read about it, the reports say it's absolutely spectacular. Yeah,
and you're going into it in great form as well. What might that do for you?
Well, I don't think that'll make too much difference, actually, going to Everton. We could be going the best form in the world, and the gulf between the Premier League and League One is huge. So I don't think that'll play too much of a role. It's nice to go into it on the back of a few wins and going into it being able to enjoy it. And that's what we'll be saying to the players. It's a one-off situation. Just go and enjoy the game.
Yeah, I mean, how do you prepare for a game like this? Is it all about just making sure that they do enjoy it?
Yeah, well, our main focus is Lincoln on Saturday, without a doubt, and then we work back from there. All the squad will be there and literally enjoying it. Nobody expects us to get anything at all, Don't know what sort of team Everton are going to play. No idea whether it's going to be strong, a mix or whatever. But then again, they don't know what we're going to play either. Not that they'll be too worried.
Sellout crowd, as you said, over 50,000 people, a well backed away end as well. It has the makings of a real special night.
Yeah, it does. And the score is, we want to try and put on a performance if we can, and at least put up a show. But if you don't, it's not the end of the world. It's about something more than that.
How much did your experience and your League Cup experience as well maybe help in the dressing room before a game like that tomorrow?
Absolutely nothing. Seriously, absolutely nothing. Most of the players weren't born when we were undergoing similar sort of games. So it's largely an irrelevance for them, I think.
Players are clearly very confident. We saw Regan Hendry score from the halfway line on Saturday. Just how important to be confident as well going into a game like this.
That's the thing. That's what comes with the enjoyment as well. Don't go there. You have got to thrive on that and really look forward to it. And don't be too concerned about everything. It's 90 minutes of football, whether it's in front of 50,000 or whether in front of 10 or 15 at Lincoln on Saturday. So just enjoy it.
How much belief is there around everybody that you could go and cause an upset tomorrow?
I don't know about that. I think there's a belief that we can put on a performance in the way that we've been playing recently, and see where that takes us. But we're very realistic about it, and we know that Everton's reserves would beat us 9 times out of 10 probably.
It's arguably the biggest cup game that Mansfield have had in a generation, certainly away from home. What's that like just to be a part of as a club?
It was big financially, to get a few quid in always helps, especially before the transfer window. And I think usually people associate the big games with FA Cup with the FA Cup competition, but I think the League Cup can have a similar sort of effect as well. Everybody's excited. We're going to sell 6,000 tickets hopefully, and Everton have sold out. So clearly there's an attraction there for the game.
Well, all the best. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll go to Ange. Ange, if we could just wait for our mic to come to you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Nigel, how much do you relish and cherish nights like this for you and the team?
We just look forward to them because we don't know when they're going to come round again. Especially when you're getting on a bit. Hopefully the players, 1 or 2, might experience it in the future. You don't know. But certainly we won't be experiencing too many more. So the new ground is going to play a very important part and a very important role, I think, in the tie, the attraction of the tie for everybody.
What does it feel like to be making history, as you say, the first team to play a cup game in that amazing new stadium?
It's great, and we had to battle. That's the thing. The Chesterfield people will forget that. Not they weren't locally, But it was an unbelievably tough game to get us to the second round, and Chesterfield could have scored 3 or 4 goals against us easily in the first half. So we did well to get through that, and then you get your rewards. Sometimes you're fortunate with it, and we're very, very pleased with the draw.
The fans are excited to go and see the new stadium.
Yeah.
You've been in the game a little while, I'm allowed to say that. How excited are you, and what's the sense of anticipation like amongst the team?
Well, there's a few of the new ones now we haven't been to, and it's a good one to tick off for everybody, just to experience it once again. The supporters, honestly, our supporters love going to new grounds. Even pre-season, they ask us, can we go to York? We haven't been to York and things like that. Can we play them? They love ticking off the grounds. I think a lot of football supporters do. So it'll be a great experience for them.
And on the pitch, full of confidence. I mean, that goal at the weekend, 3 wins on the bounce. How happy are you with the sort of sense of confidence that the team are displaying now?
Yeah, I think we've settled down quite well after the opening 2 defeats. They were very narrow defeats, could have had 2 draws easily. But then we battled to win at Chesterfield and won the last 3 in the league. So we're in reasonable spirits going into it. We've still got a lot of settling in to do with players. I think it's double figures now we've brought in, which is unusual for us. It's sort of towards Christmas time. We usually give them 6 months and to see them really settle in. But seeing Regan Hendry score that sort of goal after a few games at the club, once again, a special. For anybody who was there, they'll talk about that for years as well. You see a goal like that and think, oh, do you remember when Regan Hendry scored against Orient, from the halfway line? And very special for everybody.
Given that, very positive, very confident, it's a big chasm between you and Everton. What are you hoping for? An upset would be great as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, of course, that's your ultimate dream. But to be realistic about it, it's unlikely, no matter what team they put out. Such is the gulf and the growing gulf between the Premier League and even the Championship these days, never mind League One. That's why we don't, no expectations. Let's just go and enjoy the day.
Is that your message to the fans as well?
Everybody, yeah, go and enjoy it. We might never get the chance to come to, Everton again in their brand new stadium. Let's just revel in it and enjoy the night.
Brilliant. Good luck, Nigel.
Thank you.
We'll go to Phil from ITV. We'll just get the microphone to you.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Hello, Nigel. Just one question from me. What's it like as a player who playing at this level to walk out onto a pitch with potentially a huge crowd there in a brand new stadium? What do you say to them? Because the times when you walk out and the atmosphere's bouncing, and it's like there must be a sense of awe. Do you say to them, look, don't worry about it, get on?
Yeah,
what do you say?
You have to try and put it to one side as much as you can. And I think the players who play in it regularly, they get used to it, and it's non-existent. You saw Newcastle Liverpool last night, and the atmosphere there, even coming through the TV, was incredible. Now those players are used to it. Ours aren't. They're not used to playing in front of 50,000. So I hope it doesn't affect them adversely, and still want them to go and express themselves.
We'll go to you and round the side.
Right. It's nice to meet you, Nigel. So from League One to a cup tie with Everton, how does it feel on this stage of progression from your eyes and the performance of the team so far?
It's early days still, but when you've lost your first 2 games, everybody's all of a sudden a little bit concerned. So to bounce back with 4 wins and just see a few players settling in and showing signs of settling in, then it's encouraging. But this isn't the most important game for us this week. That'll be at Lincoln on Saturday.
How do you think if you were to be able to pull off an upset to Everton tomorrow, how much of morale boost would that be for the players moving into the game this week?
Of course, we have to be realistic. Of course, it will be. I think whatever it's going to take a lot out of us tomorrow night, and the fact it's on a Wednesday night isn't ideal, being just 2.5 days away from the Lincoln game. Even the emotion and everything of running out with 50,000 people when you're not used to it will have a slightly draining effect on the players.
And another thing, is 50,000 people tickets sold. How does that feel for a player walking onto the match and walking into that huge stadium, new stadium?
Yeah, the good thing is they know that.
Yeah.
They won't have experienced it, but at least they know that. And we'll, when we go out at 6:30 or whatever and have a look at the pitch, then the ground will start filling up then, and they'll get a sense of it. But again, the focus will be on just trying to sort of put all that to one side and enjoy the game. And just try and play as though, like we did on Saturday, in front of 8,000 people, as though we're going to at Lincoln on Saturday. Still the same game.
Thank you.
Thanks, you. Any from John? Just get the mic right to you, John.
Obviously, while you're doing all the preparation for the Everton game and the Lincoln game, ticking away in the background is the transfer window deadline looming. Last time we spoke, you've got a Championship striker lined up to come in on loan, and we're waiting for an answer from Lee Gregory as to whether he can continue his career. Any news on those and anything else happening in or out?
Well, Lee's not restricted to the transfer window, but obviously we would have to name him in the squad, and we have got spare places if we think. So we've got another week to have a chat with Lee about that, see how he goes this week, and then we're still progressing with bringing a striker in on loan. So there's been a couple of hold-ups at the other end, nothing to do with us, and it's all agreed in principle. Just got to be patient for a few days.
Think that would happen before the weekend?
I'd hope so. Say just a little hitch at the other end, and we've just got to wait and see what happens. But we'd hope, if possible, yes.
Any more interest in your players?
No, not had anything concrete come in. You always get a couple of inquiries from people, but nothing concrete.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you, John. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Gavin.
Thank you very much.